My name is Michael Khan and I'm the CEO and founder of RaveTopia. And in this very short presentation, I just want to take you through our approach and how we go about creating word-of-mouth marketing campaigns that look at balancing both sides of their profit equation. Our first step is really to understand the level of word-of-mouth and how positive your customers are about you. And we look at this in terms of the referral number. We look at the high profit, high loyalty kind of customer versus the really low profit, low loyalty kind of customer who's really very negative about you, as well as the customers that have direct experience as well as those who are talking about you through second-hand word of mouth, which can be up to 30%. So we do look at understanding your market segment. We look at understanding how people are talking about your organization, and we understand that from a segmentation profile, and this gives us the insight and understanding on how to actually go about developing the campaigns that we need to. In order to achieve this, we use the Net Promoter. I'm a qualified Net Promoter associate, and we have the ability to implement this for your organizations at multiple levels. From this, as I say, understanding the referral number is step one. We've got to understand what we've got to do from there. And this is really where designing the experience becomes so important, because this is the key trigger to any word-of-mouth campaign. And it's really simple. The more positive you feel, the happier you feel, the better the conversation is. And obviously conversely. Yet we've also got to understand that conversations happen online as well as offline. So the experience is an online as well as an offline experience. And we need to contextualize this, because while most word-of-mouth marketing happens offline, it is definitely influenced by what is happening online. We have the peer review system, Amazon. An example would be the Amazon peer review system. We look at how many people have rated the book, how many stars they've given it, how many there are in there, etc., etc. We base our decisions on these. And we look at the context of the experience. So we've got to understand how to develop this. If we look at the offline process, we look at the customer journey, we break it down into pre-purchase, purchase, and post-purchase. We break it down into the different touch points and the components around that. And we learn what drives the experience. And we then learn and understand, where is this hurting your customer? Because as I said, more pain, the more painful the conversation. The more painful the conversation, the worse your brand reputation is in the market. Very simple, and this impacts severely on your bottom line. From that, we also look at how your different staff are interacting with the customer experience, and the excuse that I'm not directly involved with a customer is not a valid option anymore. If I'm making a product in a factory, I do have an impact on how people experience that product. And the ability to close the loop is absolutely important in creating that customer experience. We also look at the online platform. Just as your customer has the ability to create a very powerful campaign, positive and negative about you, so do you. We look at your website and we throw the idea of a website out, and we look at it as a digital media asset. We look at it as a TV, radio, and print station for you. We look at how you can leverage the mediums in its totality. We look at this in terms of trying to control and influence the conversation. We look at the leadership, the trust, and the authority that is generated off these platforms. So we look at your digital space, and we look at how we can actually improve this and leverage this core component to really explode and provide relevant value information to your target market, as well as the second-hand person who's going to be talking about you. Our third step is really to activate the crowd. This is where we get really involved in the crowd. We look at getting involved as a movement, which is a never-ending process. A campaign has a start date and an end date. It's like 30 days on TV. It's a 30-day this, or it's a 20-day this. We look at how do we create the community? How do we activate this crowd? And then, of course, we then refer this back to the referral number, and how are we developing this? Because the referral number is our measurement tool. It's our measurement technique that tells us, yes, we're doing things right or we're doing things wrong. The strategies that we're putting into place, we're doing it well or we're doing it badly. And so it gives us a constant feedback in terms of how well we're doing our strategies. And this is really how we're going about creating a word-of-mouth marketing movement, and how we create word-of-mouth marketing campaigns to suit your budgets and suit your business processes and models. So please, if this is of interest to you, please give us a shout. Drop your name in the contact form that is on this page, and we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to get in touch and have a more comprehensive discussion around what is unique and different about your organization and how we can help you leverage not only the voice of the customer but also the operational efficiencies of that. So thank you for popping by, and this is Michael Cohen signing out until we meet in the flesh and chat then. Cheerio.